First, I wanted to go over what the textbook says about friendships and how most of our friends are the same sex as us. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean that you can't have any guy friends or any friends that are girls. It's just that you're more likely to have friends of the same sex, but like I said, it varies between anybody. So first, I'm going to be talking about guy friendships. Initially, men are considered to be more side to side. Basically, what this means is that men's friendships usually tend to be based off of shared activities, companionship, and competition. And so men and women tend to talk about different topics. And like I said, men are talk more about interpersonal stuff. And then also around shared activities, like I said, it could be sports, it could be type of game, video games. And then it talks about how women tend to be more face to face. And also more personal issues, like if you're going through a hard time, you don't really know who to ask for, you typically go to your best friend and they're there for emotional support and social support. And then they tend to be more intimate. Sometimes you might hug your friend, and that leads to more feelings of affection, like maybe telling your friend it's gonna be okay, holding their hand through it, stuff like that. Well, when it's put in this way, it seems like, oh, like girls tend to have more friends and guys tend to be like more lonely, when in reality it really isn't like that. Men and women are both capable of having as many friends as they want, and it does not mean that women can get friends easily, or that men struggle to, because they can both have the same amount of friends. And men are also very capable of having close friends. And of course, times are changing, and society is more accepting of it now. So these differences are they're changing. They're not always going to stay like this. And yeah. And then in the textbook, it actually did say that men and women can just be friends. Because I know there's sometimes a little bit of controversy. Like, if you see a guy and girl hanging out a lot, you might think, oh, they're dating. But it doesn't always mean that. It could just mean that they're friends only. And the reasoning behind this is because sometimes men tend to be more expressive and more open to their women friends. But then obviously there can also be that question of like, okay, well, where is the line drawn where we're just friends and then where we're something exclusive? And it can be hard for people to try to figure out that new territory. But that's like something to figure out and talk about with the other person, obviously.